Recycling plastic bottles for orchid growing. An eco-friendly guide. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm excited to share a sustainable method of growing orchids using recycled plastic bottles. If you're passionate about orchids but find it challenging to make them bloom, this tip is just for you. Not only will this method save you money, but it will also help protect the environment. Why recycle plastic bottles for orchid growing? Plastic is one of the most polluting materials, and plastic bottles are among the most commonly used items. By recycling them, you're not only reducing waste but also creating useful tools for everyday life. Growing orchids in recycled plastic bottles is a way to contribute to environmental protection while saving money and creating a small, ideal ecosystem for your plants to thrive. Step 1. Preparing the orchid and recycling the plastic bottle. To start, gently remove the orchid from its old pot, especially if it's outgrown the container or if the potting medium is no longer ideal. This step gives the plant a fresh chance to grow and encourages blooming in a new container. Next, let's recycle the plastic bottle to make a pot for the orchid. Choose a plastic bottle of a suitable size for your plant. Cut the bottle, using the bottom half as a base, and punch a few small drainage holes at the bottom so that water can drain out when you water the orchid. Planting the orchid in a recycled plastic pot. With a bottle pot ready, the next step is to repot your orchid. First, prepare some sterilized bark. Bark is a popular growing medium for orchids because it retains moisture without causing waterlogging, which helps roots grow well without risk of rotting. Place a layer of bark at the bottom of the plastic pot, then position the orchid roots inside and continue filling the pot with bark until the roots are covered. This bark layer will maintain adequate moisture for the orchid while allowing good airflow to the roots. Watering and fertilizing orchids in recycled pots. One of the biggest advantages of using a recycled plastic pot is the ease of managing water levels. Fill the pot with just enough water so that it touches the bottom of the pot. This way the plant absorbs moisture from below without risk of waterlogging. With this method, you won't need to water as often, yet the orchid will still retain proper moisture. Additionally, to keep your orchid thriving and blooming, spray it with a foliar fertilizer once a week. Organic fertilizers work well because they're safe and encourage healthy growth, strengthening the plant against pests and diseases. And don't forget to check out other videos on my channel for tips on making organic fertilizers. Place the orchid in a cool, well-lit spot. For the best results, place the orchid in a cool, well-lit location. Light is crucial for the orchid's photosynthesis, giving it the nutrients and energy it needs to grow and bloom. However, avoid direct exposure to intense sunlight, as it may scorch the leaves or reduce the necessary humidity. The results: healthy orchids with beautiful blooms. By following these steps, you'll see that your orchid grows vigorously, with sturdy, healthy leaves that are more resistant to pests and diseases. The roots will stay healthy without rotting, thanks to the drainage in the recycled pot, while still keeping enough moisture to prevent wilting. One of the most special benefits of this method is the long-lasting bloom. With the right care, your orchid can stay in bloom for up to a year without wilting. This is why many orchid enthusiasts love and use this approach. Benefits of recycling plastic bottles for orchid growing. Not only does this method help your orchid grow beautifully, but recycling plastic bottles also brings other benefits. Reducing plastic waste. Reusing plastic bottles instead of discarding them reduces the amount of plastic waste in the environment. Saving money: you don't need to buy expensive pots. This recycle container works just as well for your orchids. Environmental contribution. This small action contributes to environmental protection, fostering a sense of ecological responsibility in your community. Adding unique style to your garden. Recycled plastic pots can bring your own personal style, adding a creative touch to your garden. Conclusion. Recycling plastic bottles for orchid growing is not only creative but also a sustainable method that benefits both the plants and the environment. If you're looking for a simple, effective way to care for your orchids while helping the environment, try this method today. Be sure to follow my channel for more orchid care tips. Thank you for watching, and I wish you great success with your orchid garden.